Good evening, I'm Sylvia Lopez.
And I'm Leyna Nguyen. KCAL9 News at 9 starts right now.
In high definition, this is KCAL9 News at 9.
This latest round of stormy weather took its time getting to us today.
But it's arrived tonight. Let's get our first look at this hour with meteorologist Evelyn Taft. Evelyn. All right, Evelyn, thank you. And we have some breaking news near Santa Cruz where the storm triggered flooding and evacuations.
And among the areas hardest hit was Capitola, what Evelyn was just showing us right there. Witnesses described a 2-foot wall of water and mud that rushed right through town. Here's some video that's just in. Let's take a look.
Well, our next two stories are about your tax dollars and California's crippling budget mess. Tonight, there are major new developments in the budget showdowns in the state capitol and right here in Los Angeles.
First, the state crisis. Governor Brown made it official today, signing into law devastating cuts to social services, and he warns more may be on the way.
KCAL9 political reporter Dave Bryan joins us now with new details. But now the L.A. crisis. Mayor Villaraigosa says he's cut a landmark deal with some city workers' unions, and it includes, for the very first time, pension reform. Without it, some claim the city would go bankrupt. Here's KCAL9's Dave Lopez. Coalition forces continue to attack targets in Libya. Now there are complaints that some are missing their mark and killing civilians. The earthquake and tsunami in Japan could have an impact on the U.S. economy.
A little bit of sunshine today, but we knew that this was coming.
Yep, Evelyn said so, and I guess it's out there, huh, Evelyn? Well, just a short time ago, I spoke with reporter Gary Nurnberg, who has been covering this story in Washington, D.C. He did a little digging and found that controller errors nationwide are on the rise. Now, what more do we know about the specific air controller and his work schedule leading up to him apparently admitting that he fell asleep?
You know, he has been with the FAA as an air controller.
Now, can you talk about the other side? You know, there are some safety experts who are saying perhaps we're making too big of a deal, that it does actually make sense to have one person on duty when you're talking about a shift where he may see maybe a dozen flights come in.
There are a lot of airports in the country, as you know, where pilots...
And Gary also told me that the FAA is concerned about one more issue. Most controllers today started in the early 80s. They were hired after the controllers union went on strike and President Reagan fired all of them. So now all of those replacements are approaching retirement age, with new, less experienced controllers replacing them. Well, a fuel fire at Miami International Airport created a spectacle and caused delays. Actor Michael Douglas was at the United Nations today to talk about nuclear weapons, but his mind was on the people in Japan.
A milestone for a legendary escape artist.
Today was Harry Houdini's birthday. A history museum in Appleton was... Okay, so you paid your ticket, grabbed your snacks, and spotted the best seat in the movie theater.
But as you sit down, you may want to take a closer look at that tub of popcorn you're holding. Health officials warn the calories are enough to turn a comedy into a big drama. Some moviegoers have resorted to sneaking in their own healthy food rather than buying over the concession counter.
It's also cheaper, but if you do get caught, you could get kicked out.
That will do it for us here on KCAL9 News at 9.
There's more ahead. KCAL9 News at 10 starts right now.
This is KCAL9 News at 10.